We are joined in by Assam DGP Mr. Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta. Well, recently you have done a massive crackdown on jihadi elements in Assam as well as in other neighboring states of Assam. So what are your preliminary investigations saying? What are they up to?
We have got several modules of primarily the ABT, Ansarul Bangla Team. They have direct links with AQIS, Al-Qaeda, India subcontinent. And they've claimed it also in their literature. They were cracked down upon by the government of Bangladesh, and they've been banned in Bangladesh, and they changed later their name into Ansarul Islam, but they are known as ABT. And they are the ones who are responsible for killing entire lot of liberal thinkers, poets, and painters, etc. in Bangladesh. And some of them have been given death sentence by Bangladesh courts. And later, some of them were sent to Assam by their Jimmedas. And in Assam, they have been pretty active since 2019, I would say, though some of them have come in 17 itself. They do not introduce themselves to be from Bangladesh. They call themselves to be belonging from West Bengal, some madrasas. And then some of them have been found to have been trained in Deoband in Uttar Pradesh and some other places in West Bengal. And some of them have got married to local girls. And the kind of sophistication of their communication mechanism is very worrisome. They use very high quality software in terms of their communication so that they cannot be intercepted. And they are sending off mails, etc. We have been privy to their entire lot of documentations, etc. And yes, they are trying to spread their ideology far and wide out here in Lower Assam especially, and I'm sure also in Barak Valley. Several ABT important leaders have been caught. In fact, Assam police has been, intelligence agencies have been very effectively in collaboration with other intelligence agencies as well as district police, have been able to foil their designs of spreading it further. And they have held several training modules also, though they haven't used firearms, but they have used firearms-like weapons, like, in imparting training and things like that. And some of them have given us a slip. And we are still in the lookout for some major leaders. We suspect a couple of them having left Assam. In fact, in Bhopal also some of them were caught. One chap called Usman, who was one of the major players, he had been found to have got down at Bangaigaon. And we are still in the lookout for these guys. And yes, they are trying to create an ecosystem wherein they can facilitate coming in of this, Al-Qaeda characters with weapons and bombs, etc., and create a havoc out here. But then Assam police is very determined to carry on its fight against these characters.
What is their modus operandi and what are they up to? Are they up to something very big and nasty?
Of course, they are not here for nothing. They want to wage jihad against the kafirs, as they call them. They talk in terms of exploitations of the Muslims, etc. The soft stories, they are using social media as well as they are using communication devices in a very capable way by way of accessing into people's personal digital accessories and propagating jihad of various forms. And I have seen some propaganda video wherein they are showing Talibans who are Bengali-speaking Talibans, and they are sending these messages to vulnerable Muslim youths. But then in Assam, the Muslims have been resisting in general such unnecessary practices by some of these misleading characters, jihadis. And Assam police is determined to get them, and their modus operandi is very simple. I mean, they want to remain quiet, spread the ideology to the vulnerable people. Some of the masjids, they have taken up employment. Some of the madrasas, they have infiltrated into them and trying to locate the right kind of people who can help the Talibans or jihadis with weapons and with dangerous designs to facilitate them to come in and create a havoc out here.
Are camps set up here in Assam, and are there any training going on in arms and explosives, and what is the funding pattern?
We are still investigating all this. Funding pattern is obviously they've been found to have been trained in Deoband and a couple of other places in West Bengal. We have recovered a whole lot of passbooks and other materials indicating their funding yesterday also, indicative of transfer of funds to one account to another account and posing as somebody else, and it's a very well-oiled network that they have created, but then it is busted now. But then maybe we have a long way to go now.
And what about training camps?
Training camps have been very temporary. So this Imran chap has talked in terms of some of the local guys at Dhakaliapar are organizing training. This training would consist of some physical activity, some firearms-like objects being used at times, and then but mostly motivating the youths how to become a better Muslim. They talk in terms of pure Islam, how to wage a jihad against the kafirs and all that kind of stuff. Motivating the youths, indoctrinating the youths. That's what it's been, and so that asking them to get ready to receive the muzahids and help the muzahids when they come and unleash a reign of terror.
During preliminary investigation, it has come to light that they are trying to activate sleeper cells. What do you have to say on it?
They are not trying to activate. They have activated a whole lot of answers. Answers means sleeper cell. So we have got a whole lot of answers also. Thank you.
So that was Assam DGP Bhaskar Mahanta speaking exclusively to Northeast Live. Reporting from Guwahati with camera person Atul, this is Arindam Das for Northeast Live.